Hey, what's up? If you're new to me, I want to tell you something. Last year, at the start of last year, I was 365 pounds. Yeah, massively overweight guy. I was in a 14-year relationship. I got out of that. Life was just, it was depressing. I decided to get healthy. And in 1 year, I went from 365 down to 170 pounds. Now, I did some basic stuff. So I did around an hour or something around there every day. I'll give you a basic rundown of what I did. I did 15 squats. Okay. Then I do 15 push-ups. Okay. And then I walk for half an hour. At least concentrated power walking. And then I go about my busy day. The other thing was I cut back on sugar drinks like soda and went back to water. Though to not cut myself off cold turkey of all sweets, I like to put sugar in my coffee, and I still have coffee. But my main drink beyond that is water, and I adjusted to that. I was someone who drank a lot of sugary drinks, and yeah, that maintains weight. When you stop drinking those sugary drinks, the weight, boom, starts coming down. Now, I could tell you I did something fancier, but I didn't. I just didn't eat a bunch of sweets or cakes or anything. I eat healthy. And in reality, it's not like I had to eat super healthy. I just had to make sure I'm not like just stuffing cakes down my throat, right? So, avoid a lot of that stuff. I had a cheat day, Saturday. I only used it some of the time. It would just get to that Saturday, I wouldn't be craving. But if I felt, instead of breaking what I was doing, if I just felt the need for that piece of cake, I had it on Saturday. That was my cheat day, right? And what I realized is I could not do a diet. So whatever I was doing, and this is what I would tell you, is don't do a diet. Whatever you're doing, it has to be something you can pretty much live with. So you got to say, what can I do going forward? And just a general basic 1 hour rundown of health, I'd say at least 4 days of the week, that little 1 hour routine. Do that. Just use your common sense after that. Don't be shoving all kinds of sugar down you. And then mix your daily activities of walking around and living life, and you'll rapidly take off weight. I didn't even start this right at the start of last year. So it was some time in before I started doing this and lost the weight rapidly. My goal is, by the end of 2026, I will be a skinny guy. I will remove the rest of my weight. Another great thing going on for me, I have money opportunities this year. Life-changing opportunities, which I've already agreed to and I will be taking later in the year. This is going to be one of the best years of my life. It's going to be the healthiest I've ever been. And, I'm only 45, so I got a lot of years left to really enjoy this health, enjoy the work, enjoy the money. And it's going to be like just a life-changing thing. But I wanted to tell people out there, you might think you need a diet or there's something, it's like all impossible to do. It's way more basic. You don't got to do it 7 days a week, but if you do it 4 days a week, you got to be consistent, right? So if you do it Monday, to Thursday, it has to be Monday to Thursday every single week. You got to get that hour in. That's what you got to do. Then you got to be able to cut back on, like if you're someone who downs soda. I know it's going to suck. There's other ways of getting some diet soda, but I would still say I went back to water, just cold turkey back to water. That would be my advice, right? Because overall water, it just does so much, basic drink of water. It does a lot for your system, like keep you hydrated in a way that many other drinks won't, right? You wouldn't even know that you're dehydrated most of the time off certain drinks because you can sort of get by, right? But it's, for the most part, keeps you hydrated, keeps you healthy. It's good. What I hope is to somewhat share that journey on here, and I will. I hope you guys get to see the changes with me right before your eyes, right? Now, I admit I slowed down a bit on working out over Christmas, but I was so actually busy doing stuff that I could barely squeeze an hour in the morning. But I gave myself permission over the month of December to take a break. Though I've already started back in, working out, very happy, and we're going to see changes this year. You're going to see them right before your eyes. So look, I'm not doing a lot of self-help content this year, but if you're out there in a similar boat, you're out of shape, do what I suggest. It will get you back in working order. So if you haven't worked a job, that 1 hour, 4 days a week will start getting you into the shape you need to work a job. And it's the type of really basic workout that you don't need to go to a gym and find weights. You can just squats, push-ups at home, right? That's it. And you can do alternatives. Like if you're overweight, you can't just lift right up, right? Like you can go down to your knees and do that for a while until you get your back. Squats, you want to improve those. You'll start if you're out of shape. It's going to be hard. But that's all about improving the lower back there. And it works like all parts of your body. And that muscle is important. The reason you want to do push-ups and squats is it strengthens your muscle to help you lose weight. Right? It's pretty simple and straightforward. And that's a routine without weights, without any cost. So it's all free what I'm suggesting to you. And that's all I did. Power walk for 30 minutes. You can do it around your home. And don't listen to them, oh, flat surfaces. Just walk for 30 minutes. Power walk on your legs. That will be healthy. And so you don't even have to leave your home to do this 1 hour a day. So if you're insecure, I could imagine you can do this literally in your home. Find a place to fucking pace back and forth. Go for 30 minutes after you do some squats and after you do the push-ups. Don't do the walking and then that, because just trust me on this. Do it the other way around. And get that 1 hour in. Put it this way. It might not take you half an hour doing the squats and other things, so you're getting around an hour. If you feel like you're getting it done before an hour, here's what you start doing. You start gradually adding time onto the walk until you're up to 1 hour. Once you get up to 1 hour, it will be around 30 minutes plus on the walk, because you'll pace the squats. They will just get faster. Now, you can always choose to do a little more as you get healthier and happy to do so. But before you get to that stage, you can stay here and you can keep. What I'm suggesting is something you don't have to really change. You can pretty much do that, and it's healthy. It'll be healthier than any other time in your life, and it will keep you physically active, like physically mobile. It's like stretching your body. All of that helps you burn fat really fast. Combo that with rapid weight loss from dropping the sugar drinks, and it goes away. The other thing I've started doing is I am going to be doing muscle training as I lose the weight, so I can shape myself up. And that's a goal, so I will at one point personally go to the gym. But I'm not putting this pressure on you, and you don't need to. Just get in good shape. All of that is secondary. I'm past the halfway point, so I can start confidently focusing on these other things. And maybe when you get there, you'll feel as I do, so you'll be happy to make those future plans. But until you get to that stage, you want to use this one routine. And even if you get to the point where you don't feel like you need to go to a gym, or you're not someone like trying to pack on muscles, fine. Then keep doing what I'm suggesting and add anything on you want. You want to walk longer, walk longer. But that's all up to you. But at the very least, this 1 hour thing can change your life. You can go back to some of my earliest content. You can see my face out like this. Big fat me. Yeah, you can see it. It's quite obvious, right? And it's not like I'm just skinny mini now, but I mean, compared to back then, I'm doing excellent. And I feel great. It's like so life-changing. And I do wonder what I'm going to look like at the end of the year myself. Like, I'm curious. Like, it's like, hey, okay, fat's ugly, but what does the other side look like? And I'm interested to see that. And I can talk about it this way because I'm super confident that I'm on my way there. Once you get on the routine, you're safe. Like, you need to get to this point to keep going. I got to the point where it's safe that I'll keep going. and confidently going. I'm very happy, right? It's something like once you learn this, you do feel guilt for what you haven't done. Another thing I'll warn you about being someone who's losing weight. When I look in the mirror, I see something different now, right, than I seen last year, like when I started this. But when I go to look in the mirror, I don't expect to see something different. I expect to see the bump. I have a feeling that I probably won't even pick up on some social cues that I've ignored for years, because it's not like I am a hot to trot guy. So it's like, as I get in way better shape, I'm probably going to miss a lot of social cues because I have to work on that. I've heard of other people who've gotten in great shape, and they tell me that it's almost like you forget, like everything is just the way it was before mentally when you're out. Like people could be looking at you because today you're attractive, but you haven't lived that life. You haven't had people look at you that way. So the signals, the little cues that person is interested, just goes way over your head. I don't know what it's going to be like. I'm interested to see what that experience is like, but I'm interested because I'll be healthy and happy. And that should be the path that you're on for 2026.